Hey everyone, how's it going? I don't know, I didn't want to go back to this topic, but I had a couple of talk with people and we've came up with some interesting solutions. Okay, now just to make a quick wrap up, not to add every little nooks and cranny of the topic into it. Again, going back to the women's versus trope type of deal and videos, which you all know my opinion on it. I really dislike the cherry picking. Yet, um, time to take on the issue and find a different solution. Now, one thing that me and multiple other people do not want is basically using this to, let's say, fill a specific agenda and shoehorn characters to fill a specific need, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like me just adding, I don't know, a different set of characters for Final Fantasy and to say, okay, well, they are all strong and independent and they will not be rescued. Okay, completely shoehorning this in and basically not adding more value to it. It's kind of like a recent topic when it comes to the LGBT community of adding characters, LGBT couples into cartoons in such to, just give them, let's say, cater to an audience in a sense, or just spread the info. Now, all that is well and done. The problem with that is if this boils down to, let's say, I'm going to add a character that is basically a clear-cut representation of that, and that's about as far as where this character go. Why am I doing this? Because I want to appease a specific crowd. This is what we do not want. Again, this is not what is wanted. And I'm pretty sure it's not wanted by the crowd who actually want these characters in a show or in a video game. How do I further explain that? Well, again, shoehorning characters in just to fill a specific want or need is always going to give you a really lackluster set of character and interactions with these characters because they'll turn out to be these one-note character just placed in to fill in a need. And, well, that could be just detrimental to what's actually wanted by the crowd. So, again, the shoehorning, not a good thing. And let's say, what would be a better solution? Okay, better solution would be vary your writing staff. Get different writers. Get more varied writers. Get people with different ideas. Do not be afraid to explore different ideas. I keep reminding that to when I talk about AAA studios because they are scared of their own umbilical cords. And hey, maybe that's saying it a bit too far, but it's true. It's always the same type of stereotypical bald space marine type of one-note character, which you basically don't give a fuck about. Yet, that is one of the main problem of this. Well, kind of a thing that started this discussion, along with Anita Sarkeesian's cherry picking of certain things. But let's not go back into that. Yet, better solution. Let's push for varied writer, for different writers. The biggest example, Call of Duty. Get some better writers. Okay, Ghost may need better writer. Black Ops is doing okay in my book. Yet, different kind of characters would be great in those series. I don't know what other examples I could give you because some of the mentioned games, God of War, different writers, well, they've been switching it up for a while, haven't they? I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know where God of War is going. It should have stopped a while ago, yet it's still going. Companies, right? Yet, you see what I mean? If you get a varied bunch of writers, of highly qualified writers, then you're going to get a much more complex or a much more interesting story with a varied cast of characters. And that is good. That is what people want. So that's the only option I've got so far, guys. What do you think? And again, let's not even look back at the whole cherry picking thing with tropes versus women. Cherry picking does not help. And let's say filling in an agenda by adding certain characters in a game does not help. It just makes the game a tad bit more lackluster. What will help is different sets of writer and all the suggestions, or many of the suggestions you guys are going to bring up in such ways. I can only come up with varying the staff. That seems to be the most clean-cut solution. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I could give you more examples of shoehorning stuff. I mean, it's kind of like if I was doing this comic and I had to add stereotypical characters to fill in an agenda. Well, there goes my script, or the little script I have. I don't usually work with script, by the way. But you kind of see what I mean. It's kind of like going, okay, Stephen King, you need to change your shit right now. Change that book. No, no, no. No, that will just cause a bit more harm than good at that point. Nah, you get different writers. And if you do not like the specific product because of such things, then fuck the product. No joke. At that point, you don't need to watch it. I don't like Battlefield. Hey, I don't. All right, it's my choice, right? But at that point, you do not see me buying Hardline or any of the other Battlefields because I just don't like it. I don't watch it, and I don't really spend time with it. So there goes my solution on that end. Yet, overall, when it comes to AAAs, you can't simply ignore AAAs. They are here, and they are a big factor of the industry. So at that point, let's find some more alternate solutions. What do you guys think? Please give us some comments. And what would you do to vary up the, let's say, character casts in various AAA games? What would be your solution to this? To getting rid of tropes and such. Kind of like the black guy dies in every horror movies. Not every horror movie, but 90%. Is that a trope? Can I make a video series about it? Maybe. Maybe. But at that point, what would be the better solution? Get a writer. Get a different writer. That's the only solution I can get. So guys, I'm waiting for your solutions. Please leave a comment, and I will see you later.